Good morning, everyone. Welcome to White River Buddhist Temple. Today we are celebrating Higan. So, I hope I got that right. Yes. We say it one way, one place. Oh, Higan, I guess. Higane. I guess I'm used to the old way of saying it. So, modern times. So we will first have chanting of Sambujo. You'll find that on page 22. Then Sensei will make an announcement about what today means. And then we'll have sutra chanting. The program is wrong. We are doing Jusei, but it's on page 23. So, thank you.
Can I please ask everyone to put your palms together and gassho, bow your head in contemplation and respect. As we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namana, Namana, Namana. On this occasion of the White River Buddhist Temple's annual observance of the spring Higan, we are gathered together to adorn the shrine of Amida Buddha, burn incense, chant the sacred writings, and deepen our understanding of the Buddha Dharma. During the spring and fall equinox, when the hours of day and night are equal, the sun symbolically rises in the east and sets in the west, toward the direction of the Pure Land. We gather to listen and meditate upon the teachings of the Buddha Dharma as clarified and transmitted to us by Shinan Shonin.
Señor.
Can I ask everyone to please once more put your palms together and gasho, or bow your head in contemplation and respect. As we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Anna. Namo Anna. Namo Anna.
Help if I turned it on. So if you are able, please rise. We will have the reading of the three treasures. You'll find on page 3 of our purple service book. And please remain standing for our gatha or song that follows. Three treasures. Fortunate is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in a life of harmony in the spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Idabats. Namo Idabats. Namanda. 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 Can't see you without moving a bit. There we go. All right, we will have our gatha, our song. It's called Texture of Life. You'll find it on page 178 of our purple service book. Thank you. You may be seated. Now we will have our Dharma message from Reverend Cindy.
Can I ask everyone to please put your palms together in gasho, or bow your head in contemplation and respect, as I read these words from Master Shan Dao. The two currents of water and fire, sentient beings' greed and desire, are likened to water, their anger and hatred to fire. The white path in the middle, 4 or 5 inches wide, amidst sentient beings' blind passions of greed and anger, a pure mind that aspires for birth in the Pure Land is awakened. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida. Namo Amida. Namo Amida. Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I was really surprised this week when it hailed in the middle of the week, and I heard that Puyallup got a bit of snow. Is that correct? Just a tiny bit? It's already the middle of March, and it still feels like winter. Maybe I'm just not used to this weather yet up here in the Northwest. So today we are observing our, in a way, biannual, but in a way annual, Ohigan service. Ohigan we observe 2 times a year because there are equinoxes twice a year. The spring Ohigan and the fall Ohigan, spring equinox and the fall equinox. But today we are observing the spring equinox. And thus today is the time that we reflect on this world and Amida Buddha's Pure Land. Because according to Buddhism, Ohigan, when the days are essentially equal, day and night are essentially equal, is the time we believe is when this world and Amida Buddha's world are the closest. And in thinking about this, we tend to talk about this parable that I quoted from. This parable, which was written by Master Shandao, who is one of the 7, people like to call him the 7 dudes over on the school over there. He is the one who talked about this parable that we call in Japanese Niga Byakudo, or the 2 rivers and the white path. If you're like me and have aphantasia, again, understand concepts of trying to figure out how this parable is described as. But if you are more visual, there is a picture actually out in the hallway that you're welcome to look at after this service. And it's a depiction of this parable, 2 rivers and the white path. And today, I actually just took a small portion of this parable because this part talks about what it is like to live in this world. So what I quoted was the description of the 2 rivers and the white path that is in the middle of them. So the quote goes, "The 2 currents of water and fire, which is on both sides of this small white path, are sentient beings' greed and desire, the water, which is the water, and their anger and hatred, which is likened to fire. While the white path in the middle, which is 4 or 5 inches wide, amid these blind passions of greed, anger, desire, and hatred, a pure mind that aspires for a birth in the Pure Land is awakened." The quote actually goes on and says, "Since the greed and anger are intense, they are like the water and fire. But since the good mind is light, it is like the white path." So basically, what Shandao writes in this parable is that our minds are the rivers of fire and rivers of water. The mind that always desires things, which I understand very well. I liken this to, I guess in a way, gambling is a good description of my mind as water. And I was going to say 2 different examples. Right? When the lottery gets so high, right, you want to buy a ticket. You think you're going to get those winning numbers. Right?
I'm the same. When I go to like Muggle Shoot, and I sit at those slots. Sorry, I'm a slot person. I'm not a table person. I go to those slots, and I hope to win that big jackpot. That's thousands of dollars. That's my greed and desire. That's my greed and desire. And then this anger and hatred that wells up within my life. And I apologize for this, and hopefully this doesn't put too bad of a light for us from Los Angeles. But when we hit traffic, when we run into those bad drivers on the road, I'm sorry to say, I get angry. I've learned to not use my horn though, so I'm not a loud, angry driver, but I still get angry. And I do yell in my car, like, what the heck are you doing? You're going to cause an accident. Without realizing that I might be the one that might be causing that accident. But my anger flares up. My anger flares up. But this is the life of a foolish being. A being who can't think of anyone but themselves. And I know I have this mind that can't help even themselves. This mind that continues to want things. This mind that continues to get angry at things. I can't throw this mind away. But during the times when I'm not able to get my mind away from myself, my own feelings, there are these times when I realize that I am not by myself. I'm not saying get mad and get angry at, your significant other or those close to you. But there are people in my life that help me to be better. And according to our school of Buddhism, Jodo Shinshu, one of those people is Amida Buddha, the Buddha of immeasurable light and infinite light, the Buddha in the middle of our altar, the Buddha of infinite wisdom and compassion. It is Amida Buddha's calling to us that they are always not only with us, but because they know that I am a foolish being, that I am a being who continues to be greedy, get angry, desire things. Amida Buddha's mind, always on me, reminds me to be compassionate, to be wise, or try to be compassionate, try to be wise in my life. And thus, whenever I realize this during these times, all I can do is put my palms together in Gassho and say, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. They help me realize that even though I really want more money, that I get super angry at those who do not have my views, do not have my views. They remind me that there is a part of me that still wants to be compassionate, that still wants to make sure that those around me understand that I will try my best to make sure I do not cause them more suffering. And so, this parable is a good parable for Higan because it talks about the life of a follower of the Nembutsu, which is the recitation of Namo Amida Butsu, those who are on the path of entrusting in Amida Buddha's infinite wisdom and compassion to allow them to understand wisdom and compassion themselves. And so, during these times when all one can hear is greed, all one can hear is anger, I encourage people to listen to the voice of Amida Buddha and encourage each and every one of us to be as wise and compassionate as we can, not only to ourselves, but to those around us, because the rivers of water and fire are much bigger than the path we walk on. Thus, we need people to support each other during those times when those rivers lap over our paths. So, in closing, can I ask us to please put our palms together in Gasho, or bow your head in contemplation and respect, as we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida.
Thank you for your Dharma message, Reverend Cindy. Will you, those of you who are able, please rise, and we will have the singing of Odok Sound 2. You'll find that on page 153, and remain standing for the daily Krita Jodo Shinshu. Please turn to page 8 for the daily creed of Jodo Shinshu and read along with me. Realizing enlightenment is assured and reciting the Nembutsu, I shall live my life cheerfully and positively. Understanding the oneness of life and cultivating self-reflection, I shall diligently attend to my life's tasks in gratitude. Recognizing the Dharma path, I shall help spread the teachings of the Buddha. Appreciating the Buddha Dharma, I shall respect and help others, working for the good of society. Namo Midabats, Namo Midabats, Namo Midabats, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Thank you. You may be seated. I was given the name of one of our guests, our first timers. Her name is excuse me, I don't get this right. Shakaha Jand. Welcome. Good to have you. You're more than welcome to be here. And please feel free to ask if you have questions. Anyone will give you a hand. We all were first timers here, one time or another. Maybe back in the mist of time for some of us. But it can be a little daunting, but you can't make a mistake. Any other guests that would like to be recognized today? Thank you. Now we'll have announcements. Just to let you know, if the little yellow sheet, if we have any more left, those contain a lot of the information, but people do like to reinforce those.
Good morning. Just a reminder, on the back table there we have a card for Reverend Ogui. For those of you who knew him, he was 2 ministers ago for us, and he's living in Japan now. Reverend Cindy will be leaving tomorrow for Japan for 10 days, and she's going to be seeing Reverend Ogui. So I thought it'd be nice for those of us that knew him to sign the card, and I think he would appreciate hearing from all of us. So if you haven't had a chance to sign the card, please do so today, because she'll be taking the card home with her tonight. So just a quick reminder, we have temple cleanup on April 5th. We need all hands on deck because we are cleaning the items in our Onaijin area, so we can always use lots of help. And then the following Saturday, we will be doing our Hanamido for Hanamatsuri. So we also need all hands on deck for that, and anybody that has flowers in their yard, their garden, if you can bring those. And we use actual live flowers in our Hanamido, so thank you.
Just to explain, Hanamido is a little flower-covered pavilion that we will set up for a special service we have on, is that April 13th? Yes, Hanamatsuri. Hanamatsuri is, Hana is flower, Matsuri is festival. We celebrate the birth of the Buddha on that day, and so our tradition here, many church temples have different traditions. Ours is to have a real flower-bedecked little pavilions, not huge, but it's good sized, and everyone is welcome to come. No talent is needed. You know, if you can put a flower in between some chicken wire, we'd love to have you. And every year it looks different, but it looks lovely. And following that Hanamatsuri service, we have the BWA Spring Tea. Again, everyone is welcome to that. We like to celebrate and take time to have more than just service. We will have refreshments and food in the multi-purpose room. So, any other last chance for announcements? All right. So we will close today's service with our closing words. You'll find them on your program. So read along with me if you like. My life is not only my life, but also the life of others' sacrifices, kindness, thoughtfulness, and patience. I am grateful. Namo Idapats, Namanda, 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 Namanda. And those of you who would like to, you're welcome to come up and make an offering with incense at the burner there. It doesn't obligate you to anything. It's just a sign of respect. So we look forward to seeing you. If you celebrate tomorrow, do be careful. We want to see you back. Or whenever you celebrate, we just like having you back.